I wanted to talk about the new information we have about the Final Fantasy XVI DLC and my thoughts on it. Maybe you've already seen my video going over what I would like to see from a Final Fantasy XVI DLC, but I'll recap my ideas here. I had 3 ideas. One is an obvious Leviathan DLC. I think whatever future DLC content we get, I think it should include Leviathan and a whole new set of iconic abilities. Not including Leviathan and giving us a whole slew of new abilities would be a huge missed opportunity. And the other 2 ideas are similar, where we see the perspective of other characters like Jill and Cid. And this is mostly because of this sort of aesthetic OCD that I feel wasn't fully grasped in the game. It is a crime that we did not get to play as or fight against Shiva or Ramuh. The whole game is about the icons, yet we only really see Shiva and Ramuh in cutscenes. I would have even enjoyed iconic battles where we teamed up with Shiva and Ramuh, similar to when we teamed up with Phoenix. But alas, we didn't get that. So I thought, oh, what if we had like a DLC about Jill and her time as a prisoner, and it could end with a battle between Shiva and Titan, which would get us all the way caught up to the story. I think it would be perfect. And again, with Cid, there's a lot of backstory there that we don't know about. Regardless, I think however it ends, it should have ended with Ramuh versus Odin. That way we would get to play as Ramuh, get to experience a true Ramuh iconic battle, whether we fight him or play as him, but we also get a true Odin iconic battle, which I feel like we were slightly robbed of. We did get to fight Odin. It was actually a really good battle. I have nothing against that, but I think we all wanted icon versus icon, a true icon versus icon, and a Cid DLC ending with him leaving Waloed would have been perfect. Now that I've recapped my ideas, and honestly, I know a lot of people share my sentiment. We all want Leviathan. A lot of people also share my idea about Cid and a true iconic battle with Odin. But this tweet, which thank you Genki for the tweet, and thank you Shaq News for hosting it so I can find it, does not give me a lot of hope that these ideas will come to fruition. I still think we can get a Leviathan DLC, which I believed would always be something Clive would do in the DLC sense. So I think that's still going to happen, but it doesn't look like those other ideas are going to come to fruition. Now the tweet says, and this could be a translation, a rough translation, or an official. I'm not sure how accurate this is in an official capacity, but it says, these 2 episodes will allow you to learn about the world of Final Fantasy XVI in more detail. This could be alluding to missing pieces such as Leviathan, and experience the darkness and mystery of Clive's story. A lot of people are interpreting this as like the 13-year gap where Clive was a slave, or the 5 years after Cid's death. And this presents a few problems. I've seen many people already talking about this, but I'm going to give my takes. I don't think it's terribly important for the overall story. I think Clive's story is a full, complete story. I don't think we need much more of Clive. It was fantastic. I'm okay with like extra stuff, maybe like essentially a little filler arc to give us Leviathan. I think that's a given. But I don't think we need to know about the 13 years and the 5 years, especially since from a gameplay perspective, we're going to be heavily limited gameplay-wise, because Clive was severely restricted in his full power set during those moments in his life. But perhaps we will be reintroduced to those time gaps, and maybe there was something that happened during those times that could come back later, say in like the end game, when we have our full power set and we've gone through most of the story. And it could be essentially a side story. Well, Clive will have to face someone or something that happened during the 13-year gap or the 5-year gap. Perhaps, without knowing it, he encountered Leviathan's dominance, or I think no matter how they twist this, it could easily wrap back into Leviathan. That could be the mystery portion Whereas the darkness, a lot of people are thinking that might be Odin related, or just something darker in tone and theme and nature. You know, his enslavement, for instance. It's hard to know for sure. This is all pretty vague. But let's read the next bit. We will also include new strong enemies and elements to make battles more enjoyable. This is a good thing. A lot of people are saying the game is a little too easy. If you play Ultimania mode, it is crazy hard. I'll give them that. But it's hard because they drop our level and make enemies stronger. And it is tough. It really is tough. It is a challenge. I haven't really completed anything in Ultimania mode because it's so hard. And I've been waiting for updates and changes before I really commit to like Ultimania mode. Now, a lot of people are harping on like new strong enemies and saying we don't need stronger enemies, we need more balancing and ways. Like they're saying the problem is systematic in nature, and I agree to some extent. But they said elements to make battles more enjoyable. So they could be changing some of the core mechanics or core elements. They could be changing some of the core mechanics and how we might play the game. Similar maybe to Kingdom Hearts 3, where they added better combo modifiers to make the basic combat more faster, quicker, and more enjoyable. It's also a little vague. Hopefully we get some information soon. Hopefully we'll see some news. Hopefully we'll see like a trailer or some more information during the Game Awards. That would be great. But until then, we're just going to have to speculate on what it could be and cross our fingers it's hopefully something worth waiting for. Thanks for watching, guys. I super duper appreciate it. And I'm working on a couple more Final Fantasy 16 related videos, so look forward to those. And I'll see you then. Peace. Last minute edit, guys. I just wanted to add that December 16th, I'm going to be doing a charity stream for Games for Love, where they help children in need. It's fantastic. This will be our 3rd year, and I really hope you guys consider subscribing and watching the charity stream and consider donating. I also sell a book called OREGONIA and the Legend of the Misa on Amazon. Any money I make during the charity stream from the sales of my book will go to the charity. So I really hope to see you guys there. Peace.